Hey guys, welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween. Today is day 24. It's going by really fast. We only got 1 week left. It's going too fast. It always does. But for today, I watched Exeter. Came out a few years ago. It was directed by Marcus Nispel, who, if you've been kind of following horror for a long time, his name is probably familiar. He directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. He directed the Friday the 13th remake, and he directed the Conan the Barbarian remake. This is actually the first film that he has done that is not a remake or an adaptation, which is pretty funny. He has a very distinct style. If you see one of his movies, you know it's his movie right away. He likes to use a lot of the way his colors in his films are. You know it's him. It's kind of like Zack Snyder. You know it's a Zack Snyder film just from the way that it's shot and the colors that he tends to use. But anyway, this is Exeter. It all takes place in kind of a child a rehabilitation center, but it's like a detention center, more like, where they kind of bring children there to kind of not rehabilitate, but make them better people, I guess. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but bad kids go there to be disciplined, I guess, and to become, normal people, I guess. And it's called Exeter. And apparently, years ago, it was kind of burned down, and a bunch of kids died, and so it's kind of supposed to be kind of haunted. And so later on, there is a kid who's helping renovate it for a father minister. And so he meets up with friends, and he's like, oh, we can't party. I got to do this. I got to work. And they're like, oh, an abandoned place? Party time. So then it flash cuts to a big, huge party. This is something that always gets me about these movies where they throw parties. And it's the same thing with the Sorority Row remake that I reviewed about a week ago or so. That the parties always look absolutely insane. Like, I've never been to a party like these parties. They're just insane. Anyway, there's a giant party. There's tons of drugs everywhere. And, so the movie kind of follows 4 or 5 of these kids who are kind of friends. And then there's one girl that they meet who this guy has a crush on. The lead actor has a crush on. And then his little brother shows up, and he's like, man, you can't stay. He's like, oh, I'll tell on you. And then he's like, all right, you can stay. And then in one way or another, he gets possessed. And so the movie kind of unravels from there. They kind of find out the secrets of Exeter and what happened there. And, the movie wraps up, basically. The only really noticeable actor in this movie is Stephen Lang. He was in Avatar. You've probably seen him in a bunch of different movies. He's kind of one of those kind of character actors, and he plays the minister in the movie. The acting in this is really unusual, especially the lead actress, the girl who kind of plays the tag along kind of. She's really weird. Like, I don't know if it's her lines or if it's her acting, but it's really bad, and it's noticeable. And all the kids sometimes say weird things, and it just doesn't sound like the way people would say it in real life. It's like it's written down, and then they kind of say it that way. The kills are good, and it's one of the main reasons why I watched this movie. I saw a lot of kind of criticisms of it, and I was like, well, it says the kills are good, and it's kind of funny. And that's the thing, is that it's such a weird movie tonally, in that there's kind of like a serious possession going on, and there's kind of a serious story being told, but there is like kind of constant jokes going on, and it's really, really weird and really, really uneven, and it makes the movie feel really strange, especially the way that the movie opens up. The movie opens up with someone killing themselves, like shotgun to the face. They don't really show any of it, but you kind of see her go down, and then she blows her head off. And it starts that way, and then it kind of glides into this more kind of like I can't even really call it a horror comedy. it's just really, I mean, you could tell it's like, for me, it's just really strange. Um, like I said, the special effects are good. At least most of them are. Um, the acting is like here and there. You know, like I said, the lead is really strange in the movie. The twist is, in certain ways, okay. I saw something coming from a mile away, but then they kind of throw another twist in there that you really didn't see coming, and so it's really strange in that sense. For me, this is 2.5 because the gore is good, the kills are good, but it's so uneven. It's so just a strange movie, such a weird movie. I wish I could kind of give you guys a better kind of explanation of the way I feel. It's just watching it and then it being over it's just such a weird movie. I wouldn't recommend this movie to anybody, even though I'm giving it a 2.5, which is, you know, less than, it's, you know, subpar movie basically. I just wouldn't recommend somebody to watch this movie because the only good stuff is, it's far and few between. You know, the good stuff is far and few between. And, you know, the acting is so off, and yeah. So, 2.5 for Exeter on day 24. Okay, now, this time, I know what I'm watching tomorrow. It's going to be Haunt. It just showed up on Shudder. I've been looking forward to seeing this movie for a while. So, Haunt is coming up tomorrow. And like I said before, hopefully the interview I've got coming ends up happening soon. I kind of have to get in touch with them again. We've been planning this since early August, since like September, and it's just been hard to get a hold of him. He's really busy, and, you know, I got stuff going on too. And, you know, I still got that retrospective coming up. So stay tuned for all that stuff. I've still got another like 7 reviews to go leading up to Halloween, and then I'm going to keep continuing on with this channel. I really like talking about horror, reviewing these movies, so I hope you guys like it. Subscribe for all that stuff that's coming up. Like the video, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow.